are the Blue Jays better? Is this similar to the Diamondbacks adding Jock Peterson, where a lot of fans are looking around wanting Jorge Soler and JD Martinez, and you're getting the next tier down? Because those two are at the top tier of like your DH type, right?
I just think they didn't want to lock themselves in. I think Justin could still play some infield if he's needed to.
Yeah.
I mean, he can a day a week or something. Like,
sure.
He's mainly a DH, but I also think, the Blue Jays said we had special money for Ohtani and then everyone else, and they've kind of seen that filter down. I think they're counting on a big bounce back year from Vlad. Bichette stay healthy, Springer, right? Kiermaier, IKF to take over for Witt. Alejandro Kirk bounces back. They're hoping Manoah hopefully is in shape and bounces back. Are they better than what they were at this time last year? I think they're about the same, honestly. I think it's about the same, but do they have enough to overtake Yankees, Baltimore? Probably not, right?
It's close. I love their
to
pitching.
me, they're still probably a wild card team. They're not an AL East winning team without addition of one more, as Ken said, big left-handed bat. Unfortunately, that guy's named Cody Bellinger, and they're probably not going to pay for him.
Mm-hmm. And Kip, they lost Matt Chapman. I mean, unless he resigns, but I don't know. It seems like he could be heading to, say, a San Francisco or maybe a Chicago. I think he's going to sign with the Giants. Chapman.
I won't say they're much better just because I think Chapman versus Turner or something. Chapman plays every day and a pretty damn good third base. But I think with the bounce back and then you add the tutelage coming from Turner, that's going to really help these kind of year 3, year 4 guys really take the next step, hopefully.
Okay. I mean, listen, I like this. I do. I mean, Lou Merloni chiming in. He saw JT last year in Boston.
You want to read it? Because I'm running out of words.
Oh, my God. Okay, I'll take over hosting. Something has been broken in Toronto for a few years now. Too much talent to not be a serious contender in the American League. Rotation is one of the best. Adding Turner was a great move. Great presence in a clubhouse that needs one. Lou Merloni.
And Bo Bichette was on a show recently, too, where he mentioned Justin Turner's name as someone that he'd like to see added to the clubhouse.
He got his wish.
Do we feel like they have a clubhouse problem, though? I don't think it's a clubhouse problem. It's just the offense not living up to its potential. I don't think there's like drama going on with the Blue Jays.
I think that's
the clubhouse problem is they're not winning enough.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's not a character issue by any means, or at least from any people talking. It doesn't sound that way. I think it's just they were underperforming. That is the problem. They know they have good players there, and they want to see them kind of reach that potential, but they need them to reach it to get to where they want to go. It's not just they kind of are one of those teams with these kind of guys. It's almost like a low floor, high ceiling team. I think it's not one of those ones that you count that even if they have bad years, that this team's still going to win 90 games. This team could win 75 games, or they could win 100. So I think it's just they have one of those ones where it's a lot of variables, but they really do have people in there to be good.
100 might be a stretch because I don't think they have that kind of.
Maybe in that division, maybe
in that division with the Orioles and the Yankees.
Yeah,
that's
again,
tough.
Yeah, it's
tough. And the Rays, let's not forget. I mean, so think about it. Last year you had the Rays, the Orioles, the Blue Jays made the playoffs, right?
Right.
The Yankees didn't even make the playoffs last year, and they're going to be better, you would think.
I think they're going to make the playoffs.
Okay. So then is there 4 teams out of that division going to make the playoffs? Because we're already assuming the Orioles are going to be equally good.
There's 1 team out of the AL Central. You can already book that.
Of course. Okay. So that means 4 out of the East and only 1 out of the West? That seems like a big,
not necessarily.
Tough pull. I think 2 out of the West and 3 out of the East again?
I agree.
Okay. So who of the 4 is going to miss out?
Baltimore.
Wow.
Maybe.
You heard it here first, people. Scott Braun hates the Orioles. There
Baltimore
it is.
Or Toronto.
Over the Rays.
Oh, no, I got the Rays out.
You said Baltimore. Kip, you heard it. He hates the Orioles.
Let's re-rack.
He hates the Orioles.
I got Baltimore, New York, Citizens, and Toronto. I got the Rays out this year. I think they'll take a step back. I don't love the pitching. They're missing a lot of their pitching.
They always seem to be, and they always seem to figure it out.
They grow them on trees, but it's true. I mean, for me, you look at the Blue Jays, and they were pretty healthy last year. That's the other thing. Mm-hmm. Variables change year to year. I mean,
Alek Manoah was just out of shape, apparently.
Alek Manoah had obviously a disaster season. But look at the other core 4 in that rotation last year. I think they made all their starts. Barrios, Gausman, Bassett. Who am I missing? And Ryu came back later in the season. Missing
the
one.
lefty they brought in the playoff game.
Kikuchi.
Kikuchi.
And then Bo,
Bo got hurt a little. He got dinged.
little.
Remember, he dinged his knee.
yeah. Vladdy. Most dudes
Vladdy
were
had a
healthy.
down year though. That's
He had a down year, right? Springer
Chapman
usually
didn't
deals
have a
with
great year. We
injuries.
talked about it. He had a great first month.
Yeah, kind of carried the team though in the first month.
Yeah, Kirk had a down year.
Yeah,
So I don't know. They're a fascinating team to me because they have all the money in the world. Kip, you've been to Toronto. They have all the money in the world. They can do whatever they want. But they just don't seem to ever get the big. I mean, I guess they did when they got Springer, right? It was a big splash. Gosman was a big splash.
Yeah, Springer's great. Same thing. I mean, definitely injury concerns there. He's dealt with
That's
that.
why it's just confusing to me. It's just confusing to me. If you're going to be in on Shohei, how is Bellinger's not? How is his cost too much now, or however they want to word it?
Separating marketing from performance.
Mm-hmm.
They were like,
100%.
we will make a fortune off him. That's a publicly traded company too.
Yeah. But I'm talking even if you prorate it down to maybe what it would be, I think Bellinger checks every box you're looking for. Outfield help, lefty bat help, big name. I think he brings in the market a little bit. He moves the needle just a little. Obviously, nowhere near the movement of a Shohei, but I just think he's a perfect fit for there, and I'm hoping they're making that splash still. Probably won't happen, but I hope they do.